This morning on behalf of Lisa Novak, the team from Novak Properties, in conjunction with Bulldog Realty, we bring you an exclusive harbourfront opportunity here this morning that exists for a very lucky buyer. Good luck to all parties. You do need to be registered. Auction conditions have been on display here today. If you have not registered yet, no problems, but we do need to register you if you do want to bid, so just to let us know. I have been authorised by my owner to make one bid for them today. If I do see fit and make a bid for them, I will announce it to the market as a vendor's bid. Every time you bid, you need to put your bidding card number up so I can identify your bid in that regard. On the fall of the hammer, the property sells, so we always say to be up early with your bidding. The reserve price has been set. It's been handed to me a short while ago. Let me say one thing, ladies and gentlemen, for opportunities like this that you're trying to acquire here today, they don't come up every day of the week. We've got a very realistic reserve price here today with a motivated vendor. So we wish everyone the best of luck here today in trying to acquire their dream piece of Manly real estate. The contract's been available, very standard, all the normal annexes you'd expect to find inside the contract. As said, marketing the property. There has been agent interest, has been advertised throughout the marketing campaign. You've all met Lisa Novak throughout the whole marketing campaign for Novak Properties. Has been handling the sale in conjunction with Bulldog Realty. And what we do say to everyone today, ladies and gentlemen, it is an unconditional sale, which means if you are the lucky buyer and the hammer falls to your bid, obviously the contract is signed today right after the hammer falls. Do you need some help there? Sure. Okay. Right after the hammer falls, and completion in the appropriate time period, and deposit paid straight after the fall of the hammer. The property being 11 Oyama Avenue in Manly is the property you're trying to buy here today. They're the auction conditions of the contract. Best of luck to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the terminology in real estate gets thrown out probably far too often, once in a lifetime opportunity, but I can say, doing this for 20 plus years, that these are the opportunities that are definitely once in a lifetime, and you look back in time and say, wish we had the opportunity to take 11 Oyama Avenue off the market. And that's the property's been in the family for 30 plus years, and you take a look at the tightness of the street, of the property calibre that currently surround before we get to this property, and you're among the elite and the best of the best when it comes to Northern Beaches real estate. You get to the asset, ladies and gentlemen, itself, absolute harbourfront, freehold gold mine opportunity that exists on 764 square metres of absolute prime real estate. You look at Manly Cove waterfront, and it's said they're as rare as hen's teeth. And when you look at access to everything we love about the suburb, whether it's ferry access, harbour access, which is right here at your doorstep, whether it's access into Manly itself, you are right amongst it being in a street like this. Water frontage of 28 metres, 26 metre quarter street frontage, rare 2 street access points with a solid asset, and obviously subject to council approval. It's all in your own destination of your dreams of what you potentially could have here as the standout trophy asset of the Northern Beaches. And that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go wrong at whatever price you acquire a property like this for. I've done it for a long time, and these are the ones, and these are the jewel of the crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck. We'll give everyone an opportunity here. We know we've got plenty of parties interested who have been through the property. We've had a lot of parties going back and forth. In the last late process of the auction yesterday, we've got a couple of parties hoping that I do this quick and pass it in, because they're ready to make offers after auction, and that's fine, but that's not in my interest in the next 5 or 10 minutes. My interest is talking to those registered bidders to try and buy it first. All I'm basically saying is, if you're here registered, give it a fair crack, because after the auction, we've got a lot of parties trying to put some offers on the table. We've got a realistic owner, so I'm sure we're going to do something very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 Oyama Avenue in Manly going to auction. Who would like to start the bidding, and where would you like the bidding to start? Opening bid, let me know. I'm sure with a spiel like that, I thought you all would have been bidding at once. Okay. An opportunity like this doesn't exist much. You tell me. We've got registered bidders amongst us. So you let me know where you see value. You let me know what you think it's worth. These are the ones you can never put a price on. It's impossible. Absolutely, because the value of a property like this, just with the setting and the location, it's the elite of the elite, and this is the opportunity here where you can acquire it today. Opening bid. I'm all ears. We've thrown the guide up in the last couple of days, but you're the market. You tell me what you'd like to pay for it. I said my concern is people who are here registered wanting to buy it today, you let this property pass in, which is absolutely fine by us, because I'm very confident with the likes of Lisa, Mark and the team that know that property, this will be sold very soon, because we've got parties ready to jump after auction, just not committing at auction, which is fair enough. Fine answer. The rest of it on the day, I get it. But after auction, there'll be offers. So it'll be back and forth in a silent auction process after. I'd rather do something here on the floor with everyone. Opening bid. Yell it out and let me know. Any indication. I'm happy to give you some time. I'm also happy to pass it in because I'm very, very confident in standing tall with this asset behind and the block and the land. We're in a very good position for this property here today. So you let me know what you'd like to pay. If there's any indicated starting price for 11 Oyama Avenue in Manly. Freehold gold mine, absolute harbourfront, offering unobstructed views. You've got the location, the setting, the street, the suburb. What more could you want? It's all about location, and this is it. Opening bid. Okay. So what I'll do is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it 3 times. If no one wants to bid, no problems at all. What I will do is, if we pass it in, we're under auction conditions till midnight tonight. So what that means is, if we get an offer done, we sell the properties exactly like the hammer falling. And I'll say one thing, there could be a lot of disappointed people with the way the process works after, not because it's unfair, but because lots of people will come in and make offers, and then it's a silent process. You'll ask to see where's the offer, and this is the best way to be doing it in front of everyone. So those parties that are registered, or if you haven't registered and you want to bid, we can register you now. No problems at all, let us know. If you haven't registered and you think, fair crack, I want to have a go, register at any moment during the auction, it's fine also. I'll call it in once for an opening bid. Second, and there'll be no exclusivity after the auction. I'll be very clear about that. After auction, it's open to registered and unregistered bidders. You don't need to be registered after the auction. I'm very, very clear, transparent with the way I run auctions. There's no games. So we'll be definitely in a position to hopefully try and sell to someone after auction. But you've got the opportunity right here, right now to be making a bid. I've called it twice.
16 million.
The last couple of days, 18, so this will start at 18. We'll start around that number. So 18 to start. Can you go at 18 to start? Right. Do you want to meet? I just don't want to get chased down to the harbour. Do you want to meet me halfway at 17? I got. No, okay. No, I appreciate your interest. I really do, and thank you for that. It's a little bit below the threshold at that point, but I do thank you for wanting to suggest a 16 opening bid. Said 18 or better, I'm happy to start. But again, I do appreciate you coming along, registering, and having a go. So I said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll give the time. We are here to do a deal for sure, and as we've said in the last few days, the guide has been put up online on the property of 18 million, and that's where I'd like to be starting the bidding. If it was 17, I guess I could, but anything under that, I'd just be wasting everyone's time, and I'm not into that. So I'll go around one last go. I'll call first, and just to be clear, if we pass it in, we talk to everyone at the same time. Second, third and final call. Sure, we don't want to meet me at 17, so to start. No problem. For an opening bid around that guide mark, which has been 18, which has been public in the last few days, as we've said, there's no further bid or to start us off. Might have one quick chat with you, Lise, just for one moment. I said there's no point rushing the process. We'll give everyone the amount of time and opportunity. Yeah, that's right.
Can you talk us through the cycle?
Currently no bids, so it's a bit of a tight situation here, but at least we've got someone very interested. That's 16. Unfortunately, we can't meet 17, trying to get halfway. That's what we're trying to do, as you saw before, but who knows, maybe if it doesn't go to auction, we might put that bid in.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I said I'm just going to have a quick chat to our vendor, and the instructions will be exactly like I've been indicating to everyone. I said we are open to processing today. The guide has been 18. Anything other than that, I wouldn't want to give anyone an indication of obviously wanting to start too low. But that's fine. I appreciate the suggestion to open bid, but we're here to give everyone a fair opportunity at auction, and if it doesn't happen at auction, a very fair opportunity after auction. All I keep reiterating is after auction, there's a lot more competition than what's here in front of the harbour today. And I'll be very clear about that, because we then put an idea to market of what it could be to trade, and then you get multiple parties making offers, and then it's an auction after an auction. Always ends up one party not happy with that process, but that's the way real estate works. If you're here at an auction, have a go. So I said, happy to start the bidding. What's 17 on start, but anything under that number, we're in a situation of, I don't want to give anyone any false ideas of a harbourfront asset like this, being so close to everything that we admire and love and residing next to right here. So massive opportunity in the heart and harbourfront setting here in Manly today. Okay. So what I'm going to do, exactly those instructions, I'm going to call it 3 times. If there's no bid at the guide or better, I'll pass the property in, then we'll move to an after auction negotiation. I'll call it once, twice, third, and final call. Before it really heats up, sir, are you sure? Okay, no problem at all. Third and final call. There's no opening bid at the guide. If we are all done and silent for 11 Oyama Avenue in Manly. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pass the property in no bid. I can't thank you for your spirit of bidding, that's for sure, but I can thank you for turning up this morning and coming along. What I will say, I'll say one last thing. If you are interested in making an offer right now, I know there are parties here who are going to do it who aren't registered. That's fine. It's game on for everyone. Come and speak to Lisa. Come and speak to Mark and the team. I'm very confident this will be traded soon. We've got a realistic vendor, realistic reserve asking price, and we've got an opportunity right now to hopefully get harbourfront property in a new family name for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team from Novak Property and Bulldog Realty in conjunction, thank you for coming. Any questions, let us know. Thank you.
Yeah.
On you. See you later. Bye.
Okay.